Well, hello and welcome back to the Hubbard Family History, covering the Hubbard family of Clay County, Kentucky. While you're thinking about it, while I'm talking about it, hit the like button, ring the notification bell, and kindly subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We don't sell any merch. We're not here to make money. We just want to present the Hubbard family history as best as the information we can dig up. So we plan to cover on this channel about 1,200 years of Hubbard family history. Well, this week's video, we're going to take a slight detour from discussing the generations of the Hubbard family. As you may remember, if you watched last week's video, we had been granted land in Clay County by Kentucky Governor John Adair, specifically 50 acres in the Otter Creek area in 1821. Well, this week, let's take a quick look at the history and some facts and statistics on our home county of Clay County. As we discussed last week, Clay County was formed out of Floyd, Knox, and Madison counties in 1807 and named after General Green Clay, who was a cousin of Henry Clay, the famous statesman from Kentucky. Clay County was the 47th county formed in Kentucky out of the 120. His son, Cassius Marcellus Clay, was named ambassador to Russia during the Civil War. The county seat of Clay County, as we talked last week, was established as Greenville, near the lower Goose Creek Salt Works, but was renamed Manchester after the town in England because there was already a Greenville, Kentucky, out in Muhlenberg County. Well, when Clay County was founded, salt was the big export, the big item in the county, as there'd been several salt licks discovered by fallen wildlife such as buffalo. People drilled into the salt licks and boiled the water away to collect salt. This was before refrigeration, so salt was probably the most important item that people needed. It was so important to Clay County that the first road built by the state of Kentucky was to transport the salt out of Clay County to all over other areas of the state and surrounding states. Salt was one of the big reasons behind the Baker-Howard feud, the longest lasting and bloodiest feud in American history, lasted nearly 100 years and involving over 150 deaths. Militia were called in several times to try to keep the peace, but ambushes and killings occurred sometimes in broad daylight, sometimes right at the courthouse, with the Kentucky militia there ordered by the governor. My wife's family tree includes the Baker family, so we have some personal interest in that. But far and away bigger than the Hatfield and McCoys or anybody else, this was the bloodiest, longest lasting feud in American history. And it happened there in Clay County. So, good or bad, that's the way it is. Along with salt, another product, as many of you know that have been to Clay County and live in Clay County, was timber, which is, available in tremendous quantity in Clay County. And later, coal would be discovered and it would become the king of the local economy. Some quick facts about Clay County. There are 18 counties named Clay County in the United States. All but 3 of them, one of which is ours, were named after Henry Clay. Clay County is the 16th largest county in the state out of 120 at 471 square miles. And out of those 471 square miles, 469 square miles are land and 2 square miles of water. Clay County is right in the middle, 61st in population in Kentucky, at a little over 21,000. Clay County is home to the 50th governor of Kentucky, Bert T. Combs, who served from 1959 to 1963. The highest elevation in Clay County is 2,235 feet. That's on top of the mountains there near the junction of Clay, Bell, and Knox counties. The lowest point in Clay County is 690 feet on the south fork of the Kentucky River, where it exits northern Clay County. So a difference of, 1,500 something feet in elevation. So a lot of change in terrain. It's a hilly place, as you know, and lots of hills and valleys. Since at least 1912, which is 112 years ago, and we got another presidential election this year, and it's probably going to go pretty much the same way it has for Clay County. But in those over 100 years, we've never voted Democratic in a U.S. presidential election. The closest that was in 1964 when LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson, won a landslide over Barry Goldwater. Not even during all the 4 elections of Franklin D. Roosevelt did we vote for a Democrat. So, been a Republican stronghold for nearly ever since it was founded. And Clay County now is home to the Kentucky Senate President, Robert Stivers, who in my opinion is probably the most powerful politician in the state. And, the Kentucky Senate and the House are all supermajority for Republicans, so it's an important thing to have. If you're looking at weather on a rating scale of 1 to 10, Clay County ranks at 7.4, which is pretty high, making it one of the most pleasant places in Kentucky. Summers run at an 8.3 rating and winters at 5.8. And to me, this is a fact. It may not be a fact that you can find anywhere written down, but it's a fact to me. Clay County is one of the most beautiful, diverse places that I've ever been. And I've been to Europe and Canada and different places across the world, and nowhere are you going to find anything like Clay County. And I know Clay County has problems. It's a poor county, one of the poorest in the country, but it's got beauty, it's got good people, and it'll always be home. Everywhere has problems. No place this side of heaven's perfect. I wouldn't trade Clay County for 10 New York cities, 100 San Franciscos, 1,000 Los Angeleses, or 1,000,000 Hollywoods. You can keep Chicago, you can keep Houston, Miami. I'll take Clay County every time over these supposedly sophisticated urbane places, or urban, and probably urbane probably fits it better. So I just want you to know, we've been in Clay County for over 200 years. Our family has never left, and still have a place there, and still it'll always be home. Wherever I travel or have traveled, I never change my watch from Clay County time. Somebody asked me what time is it, and I said, I can tell you what time it is in Clay County. But I'm excited this week. Our sponsors, it seemed like it we first had, are coming back to us. I guess they've seen the channel's been successful and they want to get back. So please check out this message from the Amazon rainforest. Thank you.
Are you ready for the ultimate adventure? It's time to explore the Amazon rainforest, where you can face off against giant snakes and bugs in 1 million different ways. You won't know what to expect next, so prepare to be amazed. Get your tickets now and embark on an unforgettable journey through the rainforest while you still can. Prices may vary. This is a one-way adventure, not responsible for being eaten by snakes. Jaguars, apes, monkeys, sloths, poison dart frogs, carnivorous plants, giant lizards, harpy eagles, piranhas, weird bugs, or cannibals.
Next week, good Lord willing, we'll be back with a video on the next couple of generations of the Hubbard family as we get ever closer to the modern days. Please tune in for that on the same Hubbard time, the same Hubbard channel. Until then, dear friends, share us on Facebook, leave a comment, stay safe, stay well, but whatever else you do, stay Hubbard. Peace out.